In the bustling heart of Medina, nestled between rows of shops and houses that tell their own stories, there exists a structure that stands silently. Recognized simply as the House of Jinn, this mansion has remained abandoned for decades. Once it was a symbol of opulence, a testament to grandeur. But now its grandeur is merely a memory, lost to time and the chilling narratives that surround it. Its vacant windows resembling hollow eyes staring vacantly ahead. Yet this dwelling isn't just a relic of a bygone era. It's cloaked in a shroud of mystery, a history stained with tales of tragedy and the supernatural. Soon the Nasser family arrived, determined to conquer the fears that had driven the Almansers away. They envisioned a future where laughter would echo once again through the halls, where life would triumph over the stories of tragedy. Yet they, too, fell victim to the house's sinister design. Their young daughter, Lena, began seeing apparitions, playing with ghosts that only she could perceive. Here Sarah felt the most profound presence, a little girl whose spirit seemed tethered to this place. As she delved deeper, the spirits revealed themselves, their laughter morphing into agonizing wails. The temperature plummeted, amplifying their fear and solidifying their belief in the house's haunted legacy. Days turned into weeks, and the house exacted its toll, claiming their beloved dog and weaving a tapestry of misfortune. It was a battle between the ethereal and the mortal. The whispers intensified, coalescing into voices that echoed through the halls, weaving a narrative of sorrow and malevolence. And from the depths of the house came a sound that froze their blood, a guttural growl that resonated with primordial fear. It was a primal sound, devoid of humanity, a testament to the raw power that lurked within the mansion's confines. The spirits yearned for release, for someone to understand their plight. Yet the Jinn resisted, relishing in the chaos they inflicted. The investigators were caught in a vortex of the supernatural, a battle between the mundane and the mystical that threatened to consume them. Faced with the chilling reality of their situation, the team scattered, each fleeing in the direction of the exit. Desperate to escape the clutches of the house and its malicious inhabitants, they stumbled through the darkness, their senses overwhelmed by the cacophony of noise and the oppressive sense of dread that permeated every fiber of their being. As if the Jinn were determined to drive them mad, the family's resolve crumbled under the weight of the unfolding events. Gasping for breath, they looked back at the mansion, its silhouette stark against the moonlit sky, a silent sentinel guarding its secrets. Others believed the Jinn, thwarted but not vanquished, continued to hold court within the mansion's shadowy depths. The experience left them shaken, forever altering their perception of the boundaries between the living and the dead. Their camaraderie, once a source of strength, became a liability as their individual fears threatened to tear them apart. Alex, the skeptic, grappled with the undeniable evidence of the supernatural. Sarah, drained and disillusioned, questioned her connection to the spirit world. And so, the tale continues to be whispered, serving as a warning to those who might consider trespassing on the threshold between the known and the unknown. And Malik, the historian, sought solace in the past, hoping to unravel the origins of the haunting. It was as if the house itself were a living, breathing entity, feeding on their fear. She saw visions of the past, reliving the agony and despair that had stained these rooms. The spirits, both playful and vengeful, sought to guide her, to implore her aid in their struggle against the oppressive Jinn. The Jinn, those mischievous or malevolent spirits of Islamic folklore, seemed to revel in their presence. Doors slammed, objects flew, and whispers taunted them from the darkness, weaving a symphony of terror. One tempestuous night, a blood-curdling howl reverberated through the house, shaking them to their core. This was a sound not of this world, a direct affront from the Jinn, driving them from their home and sealing their fate as victims of the house's curse. For many years the house has loomed over the city, a constant reminder of a past that refuses to stay buried. It wasn't always this way. No one wanted to risk the wrath of the supernatural forces that resided within those four walls. It became a cautionary tale, a story whispered in hushed tones, a place to warn children never to venture. Sarah, attuned to the subtle whispers of the spirit world, sensed the presence of tormented souls, their sorrow and anger echoing through the halls. The closer they ventured into the labyrinth of the house, the darker the atmosphere became. Equipment malfunctioned, doors creaked open as if beckoning them deeper into the enigma, and whispers slithered around them, carrying tales of despair and malevolence. A hush falls over Medina whenever the House of Jinn is mentioned. A group of paranormal investigators decided to challenge the boundaries of the living and the dead. Led by Alex, a skeptic with a thirst for the tangible, Sarah, a medium attuned to the ethereal, and Malik, a historian seeking lost narratives. The team set foot into the abyss of the unknown. Armed with cameras and a determination to pierce the veil of the supernatural, they entered the haunted mansion. The name itself conjures images of ancient Arabic folklore, of elemental beings of immense power and mischief known as Jinn. The story of the house is as intriguing as it is sorrowful. It all started with great aspirations, the dream of restoration. With dreams of reviving the mansion, they moved in, eager to turn each room into a testament to their vision. However, their hopes were soon overshadowed by the house's sinister reputation. Whispers of the Jinn echoed through the corridors, weaving tales of an entity that thrived on tormenting those who dared to inhabit the house. Despite the mounting dread, the family pressed on, attempting to quell the spirit's restlessness. Yet the house bore its grudges. Doors slammed, objects moved, and an oppressive gloom settled over their lives. Fear became a constant guest, never leaving their side. Unable to bear the escalating horrors, the Almancer family fled, leaving the house to its spectral solitude. Back in the 80s, when Medina was still basking in the glow of tradition, two families set their sights on the dilapidated mansion. Each hoped to restore it to its former glory, oblivious to the dark legacy that resided within its aged walls. These mystical entities are believed to inhabit the recesses of our world, influencing human lives in ways both seen and unseen. However, what compels us to dwell on these ethereal beings today is their association with a place that is all too real, the House of Jinn, in the vibrant city of Medina. The first to answer the call was the Almancer family. But the allure of the grand estate proved too strong to resist. With the Nasser family gone, the legend of the House of Jinn took root and spread. But legends have a way of attracting the curious, those who can't resist the lure of the unknown. As night descended, they documented every creak and every shadow, hoping to capture irrefutable proof of the paranormal. Amidst the chaos, Malik discovered a nursery, frozen in time, its murals depicting a stark contrast to the grim reality that awaited them. They were treading on hallowed ground, each step echoing with the stories of those trapped within the house's clutches. What they were witnessing transcended mere haunting. As they ventured deeper into the house, the team felt an overwhelming sense of dread seeping into their bones. Sarah, with her heightened sensitivity to the spiritual realm, became the primary target of the Jinn's torment. The tension mounted as the night deepened, mirroring the turmoil in the investigators' hearts. As the hours crawled by, the house seemed to close in on them, its darkness seeping into their minds, blurring the lines between reality and nightmare. Then, as if reaching a crescendo of chaos, the Jinn made their presence overwhelmingly clear. The room grew frigid, the air thick with malice. This wasn't merely a haunting. As they burst through the front doors and into the night, the oppressive weight of the house seemed to lift, replaced by the sweet relief of the open air. Some say the restless spirits of the house finally found solace that night, their grip on the physical world loosened by the investigators' daring venture. The legend of the House of Jinn persists, a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may lurk in the corners of our world.